We urge you to read this disclaimer before viewing the video or practicing the techniques depicted therein. ITC Hotels presents the Wellbeing Master Series by Kaya Kalp. Responsible luxury is where world-class luxury experiences address the needs of well-being and safety through responsible practices which are in harmony with the environment and society. The Master Series, presented by Kaya Kalp, is an endeavor to promote well-being in a holistic manner, and resident masters at Kaya Kalp share some of their knowledge and expertise on a variety of subjects. Each session includes a talk on the selected subject and simple demonstrations. In this episode, Dr. Mamtha Ismail talks to us about hydrotherapy or healing through water. Dr. Mamtha Ismail is the resident naturopathy physician at ITC Grand Chola, Chennai.
Namaste. I'm Dr. Mamtha, one of the Wellbeing Masters from ITC Grand Chola, Chennai. I would like to thank each one of you for the great support and encouraging us in this journey. Today here I'm in front of you to give you an insight of another topic, which is hydrotherapy, healing by water. We all know that water is one of the key elements of Mother Nature, or one among the Panchamahabhutas. Healing by nature is nothing but using these 5 elements for healing our body. Nature cure is a constructive method of treatment which aims at removing the basic cause of diseases through the rational use of elements which are freely available in nature. Principles of nature cure. All forms of disease, the cause is the same, accumulation of waste materials in your body. In a healthy person, these waste materials are removed from the body through the excretory organs. Whereas in a diseased person, it gets piled up in your body throughout the years. The reason why it gets piled up in your body throughout the years, it could be your faulty living habits, your faulty eating habits, if you do not have time to take care of yourself, and if you had worked over a long period of time. The body has also its self-detoxification processes like small acute ailments such as flu, fever, cold, cough and skin eruptions are the self-initiated efforts of the body by itself as a process of detoxification. Whereas the body also has an elaborate healing mechanism which helps to bring the body to its normal working condition. Nature cure has different types of treatments such as diet therapy, mud therapy, hydrotherapy, massage therapy, magnetotherapy, chromotherapy and acupuncture. Power of water. We all know that water is very powerful. Let me start with a small example. If someone in front of you just faints or falls unconscious, what would be your first response? Do you look for a doctor, or do you look for medicines, or do you look for an ambulance, or do you call one of his family members? No, our first response is we will look for water, and we start sprinkling water on the face, and if the person wakes up, we give them a sip of water. That is more than enough to explain how powerful water is. So what happens when you sprinkle water on someone's face? It helps to stimulate the cutaneous nervous system, and also it triggers the blood pressure, and also it helps to boost your muscles. It also aids in digestion and nutrients. Now let me take you through the different temperatures of water and the effects of application. We all know that water can be used in 3 different temperatures: hot, cold, tepid or lukewarm. So if we are planning to initiate a treatment with the help of hot water, so the ideal temperature must be between 37 to 42 degrees centigrade. But whereas if it is cold water, the ideal temperature is between 15 to 20 degrees centigrade. And if it is lukewarm water, it must be between 33 to 36 degrees centigrade. Now taking you through the effects of the different applications of water. So if it is hot water, how does it work on your body? it helps to soothe your body. It helps to dilate the blood vessels. It helps in removing the waste materials from the body and also increases the blood circulation. Whereas when it comes to cold water helps both in soothing and stimulating the body. It helps in reducing the skin temperature and it helps in dilating the blood vessels which are deep inside the organs, and it helps to increase the blood circulation and flush out the waste materials. Now coming into the alternate hot and cold application, as the name says, it helps in alternate dilatation and constriction of the blood vessels, which also helps to increase the blood supply and also remove the waste materials. Different types of hydrotherapy treatments. Let me start with enema. Enema is nothing but ingestion of water into the intestines. It helps to flush out all the waste materials from the intestine. It is basically recommended for constipation or anything related to indigestion. Then we come into the compresses. Compresses are small packs of water in which are applied locally in the body, and it generally benefits very small part of the body. Then comes the hip bath. Hip bath is nothing but a bathtub in which it is designed specifically so the whole hip is immersed inside water, and they are basically helping for all the organs which are in and around the hip joint. Spinal bath is specifically designed for the spinal cord. It is a bath in which your spine is completely immersed inside water. So any ailments related to the spinal cord, spinal bath is always advised. Immersion bath. Immersion bath is nothing but in which your whole body can be immersed inside this bath. So these are basically helping you to stimulate your complete nervous system. Then comes the packs. Packs are done in larger areas and it works wonders most of the time, and it helps in most of the basic ailments. Foot bath. Foot bath is a very basic treatment when it comes to hydrotherapy treatments. It can be done both hot and cold foot baths as well, and they are basically helping you to improve your sleep, and also it helps to stimulate your reflex points. We have already gone through the different types of hydrotherapy treatments, but I would like to go a little more further on the treatments which can be performed at home. One is the packs, then the compresses and the foot baths. Now first coming into the packs. Packs are treatments which can be performed in larger areas of the body, and it can be done in two forms, either hot packs or cold packs. Hot packs are done if you need a prolonged hot temperature on the body. So in this hot packs, what we do is we wring a towel with hot water and place it over the particular area wherever it has to be treated, and then covered with a dry towel. It can be left for minimum 15 to 20 minutes. Now coming to the cold packs. Cold packs are nothing but wring cold water in a towel for some time, wring it properly and place it on that particular area, and then wrap it up with another dry towel. This can also be left for 10 minutes. Compress. There are two different types of compresses which we can perform. One is the hot compress and the other is the cold compress. These are very easy methods which you can perform at home. A hot compress. Take a small towel, just wring it through nice hot water, squeeze it and fold it as per the area to be healed, and just leave it for 10 minutes. Whereas a cold compress, it is the same way, but we run the towel through nice ice cold water, wring it properly. Before placing it on the area to be treated, please apply some oil so that it avoids frostbite. Then we are going into the foot bath. Foot bath is nothing but it's a very easy treatment which can be performed at home, and it's a very relaxing treatment. You can do foot baths either with hot water and as well as cold water. So it's called as hot foot bath and cold foot baths. So the most commonly used foot bath are hot foot baths. Hot foot baths are used even in spas as a part of a relaxation technique or a welcome ritual as well. So hot foot baths is done easily at home by just taking a bucket of water and make sure that the temperature is very sensitized, and it's a tolerable temperature in which you can place your feet inside. If you can add a little bit rock salt also, it is really going to work wonders because it sensitizes your feet. It helps to increase the blood circulation. It also helps to stimulate your reflex point. It also induces sleep. So food baths are generally recommended before going to bed. It can easily be done for minimum 15 to 20 minutes. If people are suffering from diabetes or blood pressure, it is always good to have a cold compress on your head while doing the food baths. Cold food baths. It is the same way we perform the hot food bath. The only difference is the temperature of water. Here, cold water should be in between 15 to 20 degrees centigrade. It helps in stimulating your nervous system. It also helps to stimulate your reflex point. It is a very soothing treatment as well. It also increases the blood supply to the upper part of your body. Before concluding my session of hydrotherapy, I would like to give you a few tips which you can carry home. First is chest congestion. This is a very common ailment among our family members itself. All you have to do is ask them to drink a little bit of hot water or warm tea, and then bring a towel with cold water and wrap it around your chest and the abdomen and cover it with a dry towel and leave it for 10 minutes. Once you leave it for 10 minutes, it helps in dilatation of the blood vessels and increases the blood supply to that particular area, and it relieves congestion. The next tip is headache and migraines. We all go through headaches and migraines very frequently, either at work or at home. So the best treatment without going for medication is water. All you have to do is make a hot compress and a cold compress. All you have to do is keep the hot compress on the nape of your neck and keep the cold compress on your forehead. You know how to do a cold and hot compress. It is nothing but take a small towel, show it under cold water, and then squeeze it nicely, fold it according to the area where the ailment is to be treated, and then just place it. It's the same way for a hot compress. Just show it under hot water, bring it properly, fold it according to this area of a requirement, and then just place it. So when you're coming to headaches and migraines, when we place this hot and cold compress on the forehead and the nape of the neck, it has to be swapped. So keep the hot compress for a minute and the cold compress for a minute, and then swap it. Keep the hot compress in front and then take the cold compress back. So we have to swap it, and at the end of the treatment, the cold compress should always be in the nape of the neck and the hot compress should be on the forehead. This basically helps to relieve congestion and relieve pain as well. Insomnia and anxiety. This is also one of the most common symptoms which are seen mostly in elderly people and also the younger generation. You can see a lot of anxiety these days. The best treatment for anxiety and insomnia is a full immersion bath. That is nothing but, if you have a tub at home, you can just fill in it with lukewarm water and then just relax inside for 10 to 15 minutes, which will help to bring your nervous system and calm down. And the next treatment is, if you have any aching pain on your head, the best treatment, as I told you, to relieve headaches is the hot and cold compress. The last treatment which you can do at home is the food baths, that is the hot food baths. So all you can do, the hot food bath is for 10 to 15 minutes before going to bed. You can add a little bit of rock salt in a bucket of hot water. The water temperature should be tolerable, and just place it inside and relax. If you are diabetic or having high blood pressure, make sure you keep a cold compress on your head. This will help to release your pain, ache, and also calm down your nervous system completely, and also induces sleep. Backache. Backache is also one of the most common ailments among all of us. There is no age group when it comes to backache. It can be either elderly people or the youngsters. The most common reason of backache is prolonged standing, bad posture, or prolonged sitting. The best treatments for backache is a spinal bath. I know that most of us cannot do a spinal bath at home, so there are alternative treatments which you can perform at home. So one among that is a hot compress. A hot compress can be placed at the lower back for 10 to 15 minutes, which relieves congestion. Then the next treatment is alternate hot and cold foot baths. Place your leg inside hot water for 3 minutes and then change your legs in places inside cold water for 2 minutes. Keep this alternatively for 15 to 20 minutes, which releases the congestion on your lower back, increases the blood circulation, and also relieves pain. Arthritis or joint inflammation. This is one of the most common ailments in elderly people and also people who are under the process of aging. The best treatment for this is hot packs, which helps to relieve pain. If you have any swollen joints, always go for alternate hot and cold packs, which helps to relieve pain and also reduces the swelling. Before concluding today's series, I would like to take you through a recap of today's session. So we went through what is Nature Cure, the principles of Nature Cure, how it helps to heal by itself, and also how it helps to remove the toxins from our body. And also we went into the different types of treatment which Nature Cure includes. And then we went deeper into the hydrotherapy treatments and the different forms of hydrotherapy treatments. Now let me even reinstate the different temperatures of water, which is really very important. So if we are planning to do any treatments with the help of hot water, make sure we maintain a temperature between 37 to 42 degrees centigrade. And if it is cold water, 15 to 20 degrees centigrade. And if it is lukewarm or tepid water, it is between 33 to 36 degrees centigrade. And I also took you through the simplest forms of hydrotherapy treatments which can be done at home, like the packs, compresses, food baths, etc. And also gave you tips on certain ailments which can be basically done at home. I hope you all enjoyed today's series, and I thank each one of you for being a part of this journey. And please stay tuned with us for the upcoming Wellbeing series. Thank you.